Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Long time no speak. I know it's like, I think it's been like a month since I've uploaded, but today I'm going to be talking about my 2022 recap kind of, as well as my 2023 goals. I can't believe it's been a full year. I feel like this year went by so quickly. This is also going to be a chit chat, get ready for my video. So I'm going to show you guys this makeup look that I did and just kind of go through my year, just a recap. Everything that I use will be listed down below as well. I also want to show you guys these beautiful roses in the background. So I got these roses from Rose Forever New York. I did a collaboration with them back in the summer, I believe, and it's this really beautiful like circle box with white roses. And I got this dome shaped one. This is specifically for my coffee table, but when I film I'll probably like put it on this little card over here. But they're really pretty. They are preserved roses, so they're supposed to last up to 1 to 2 years. They are so pretty. I find that they don't have a smell to them. Sometimes the preserved roses can have a little bit of like a floral scent, but I find that these don't have any scent to them. And they're just really pretty to look at, and I love how long they last. I also believe I do have a coupon code. I think you guys can get $25 off. I will leave all the specs down below in the description box, as well as the coupon code on the screen, or it will be down below. So yeah, definitely go check out Rose Forever New York. And if you guys want to see my goals for this year and my goals that I tried to achieve last year, then definitely keep on watching. All the products that I'm going to be using are going to be listed down below, so you guys can go check them out. I think I'm not going to go through products in this video, just so I can sit down and chat with you guys. So if there's anything that you're wondering about, everything that I use will be listed in order down below. So hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Happy 2023. I cannot believe that 2022 is already over. I really feel like this year, at least the end of the year, I think when it hit like September, I just feel like everything went by so fast. And it's just crazy now that we're here in a new year. I feel like I did so much more in 2022. I feel like 2021 I was still kind of in that like pandemic mode, but now I feel like things are starting to get back to normal. Like the mask mandate, everything has pretty much been lifted, but I still wear my mask, honestly, especially if I'm not wearing makeup. I'm like always wearing my mask just because I feel like it's better. So I just kind of want to give you guys an update on my life, and I also wanted to talk about some of my 2022 resolutions that I had and if I succeeded with them, and also as well as my 2023 goals. I actually filmed this video, I think it was Christmas or Christmas Eve, but I didn't really like how it came out, and I felt like my thoughts were pretty jumbled up, so I thought let me just sit down and just talk to you guys about everything. So for 2022, I definitely had a lot of goals. There's this app that's like on the iPad. It might even be on the phone, but it's like a diary app, and you can use a passcode to lock it. And it's basically, you can do, I think, 1 entry a day. And last year, January 1st, I wanted to set some goals and I wanted to see if I could hit them. I broke it down into different aspects of my life, so personal, relationships. I also did finances, I did career. So I basically made goals for each aspect of my life and things that I wanted to work on. Some of my personal goals were to like eat healthier. I wanted to work out, I think 3 to 5 times a week. I also wanted to learn Korean, and I also wanted to practice self-love. I think that was a big one. That was the first one on my personal list. And then for my career-wise, I wanted to be more consistent on YouTube. For my esthetician page, my RN Glow page, I wanted to have more clients. And like finances, I just wanted to save and budget and just be more mindful of how I spend my money on things. So for my personal side, I'll start off with fitness. I felt like I could have done a lot better with my goals. I started off really strong. I was very into Pilates because Pilates really helps your back, and especially since I'm sitting down, since I do lashes, my back is like literally always killing me, and I felt like Pilates really helped. And I ended up getting like a whole Pilates machine, which I rarely use now, but I'm gonna get back into it. So I felt like my health goals I couldn't really stick with, just because it felt like I had these certain goals, and then once I hit them, it was like, oh, there's no reason to try anymore. Like over the summer, I went so hard with my fitness goals, and I hit pretty much all my goals. I wanted to lose 10 pounds, which I did, which I was really happy about, and I have been able to keep that 10 pounds off. I really struggled with my weight during the pandemic because I've always been pretty thin. I've always had a larger chest, but I've always been pretty thin. And then once I hit 23, I swear I had a growth spurt. Like my feet got bigger, just everything got bigger. And I was just like, what's happening? Like I feel so uncomfortable at this weight. And part of me, like, I go back and forth with, oh, I want to be really skinny or I want to be really thin. Like I always go back and forth with this. And I think the older I get, I'm just like, you know what? I think my body was meant to look like this. Obviously I can maintain it and like shape it how I want to more, but I think my overall focus as I get older is just to be healthy. I find myself making these not unattainable goals, but setting these really high goals, and I find that they're very hard to stick to long term. So I think for me this year, I definitely just want to have more of a healthy lifestyle. Like I don't want to follow like any crash diets or just be too restrictive to the point where it's not enjoyable and not something that I can see myself doing, forever. I want this to be something that I could do, basically for the rest of my life. So just making better eating habits, but also still being able to enjoy the foods that I love. Obviously like certain things in moderation, but I don't want to be miserable like when I'm going out. Like I did keto, and keto is like pretty miserable, and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to be counting my calories super crazy to the point where it's just not enjoyable, like I can still eat what I like but work out to the point where it's a good balance. I just need to balance things better. And I think the whole pressure, like I swear TikTok really blew up. I feel like it really blew up last year with as far as like that it girl like healthy lifestyle. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fed into that whole it girl era, so I was like, oh, if you're not getting up at 6 a.m. and you don't go to the gym and you don't have your green smoothie and all this other like really stupid shit, to be honest. And I think something that I always forget is like what people do online is really not their reality, and I always have to remember that, because it's like, not that I'm putting not that I'm putting up a front for social media, but you never know what someone's life is like outside of social media. So I have to remember that, like, you're really only seeing the highlights of someone's day, and I can't sit here and compare or feel like I'm not doing enough compared to someone else. I was getting up super early, like 6, and I know that's not too early to some people, but I just found myself just feeling so tired, and I'm just like, what am I getting up super early for? I do my workout and then I still have so much time in my day. Just because I don't get up really early, that doesn't make me less productive than someone who does. So I just had to, this year I want to find goals that obviously still push me, but are still attainable, So like I'm perfectly fine getting up at 7:30. I feel refreshed. I feel like I'm not walking half dead, and I'm still able to get everything that I need to get done, throughout the day. And some other personal goals, I definitely want to practice more self-love this year. I find myself like for so long, and I even did this with my old channel, I would not film if I had a breakout. Like I have this breakout right here, and normally I'm like, I don't even want to be put in front of the camera, but it's like I think for me I need to stop caring about what people think, and also I can be super sensitive, so I need to learn how to not be so sensitive. So that's definitely one of my goals for this year. So health, fitness, personal. As far as, oh, also another personal goal for me was learning Korean, which I definitely started to do this year, which I'm very happy about. I feel like I have struggled with this side of me for so long. Just a little background, the schools that I went to were predominantly like white or Hispanic and black, and I could literally count on my like one hand how many like Asian people were in my school. So like growing up and telling people that I was mixed, they just automatically thought that every Asian person was from China, which I don't understand. Like it's not something that I understood back then, but now I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. So whenever I would tell people, they would be like, oh, you're Chinese, and I'm just like, no. But at the same time I was like am I? I know that sounds really weird, but I found myself trying to fit in with a certain crowd, and I just kind of, I felt like I pushed my Asian side to the back burner, and I wasn't really keen on learning about like certain things about, you know, like my Korean side. And now that I get older, I find myself, I feel like I'm more connected to my Korean side. Like my mannerisms and stuff are definitely lean more towards that side. And for a long time, I felt really guilty wanting to get to know that side of me, just because when you first see me, it's like, to some people, they see that I'm mixed, but I obviously present like black, if that makes sense. So I felt really weird wanting to explore that side of me, wanting to learn how to speak Korean, just eating certain foods or just doing certain things. And I had certain people in my life who made me feel bad about wanting to learn about that side of me. And I feel like that really discouraged me on wanting to, you know, learn more things. But as I get older, I'm like, I shouldn't really care what people think about me, and why should I feel guilty about wanting to literally learn about what I am, you know? Like over the past few years, Korean culture has blown up so much, and I swear it's become so trendy. And I see people that literally aren't even Korean, and they try to look Korean, they try to act Korean, and I'm just like, why should I feel guilty for wanting to learn about myself when I literally am Korean, you know? Like, it even sounds weird for me to say that, but this year I decided to take group like lessons, and I also am doing private tutoring, which is really, really nice. I have to thank my boyfriend a lot for that, because I feel like he really helped push me to, you know, find classes, and also he paid for a lot of my classes as well, which I was super, super grateful for. And I really love that I have his support with, you know, anything that I want to learn, especially this aspect in my life. The older I get, like, I just want to make it a point to learn about all about my Korean background, so that way I can teach, you know, my kids or just whatever. So that's something that I've struggled with a lot, and that's why this year, like, I tried to do like Korean captions, or like show you guys the Korean food that I'm making, or just like certain like things that I like teas or just whatever. So I've been trying to make it more of a point to show it on this channel, so you guys can, you know, see that side of me. So yeah, so expect some more Korean content on this channel. And I really love my tutor. She's really sweet and she's very helpful and she's very patient with me as well, because sometimes I'm just like, oh, what did you say? Like, how do I say that? So yeah, I just bleached my brows this morning. I started doing that, I think it was like over the summer, and I absolutely love it. I feel like it helps soften my face a little bit, and I just think it looks really nice. And I have to like draw the eyebrows in just a little bit in the inner corners because they're kind of far apart and no hair grows right here, so it's not like I over tweeze them. But yeah, I like that softer brow look. And if you don't want to bleach your brows, I recommend getting a brow gel that's lighter, like something that's recommended for blondes. I like to use this one, and it helps just lighten up these little hairs if they're just a little too dark. If you don't want to, if you don't want to go and bleach them. Another personal goal for me this year is to definitely be more open to friendships. And also for me, I am someone who can hold a grudge. Like, I will hold a grudge like nobody's business. I first knew I was petty when this girl, I forgot what grade I was in, but it was definitely like under grade 5, and I had hand sanitizer, and it was like a, you know, like when they would have like plays or like announcements in the gym, and like everyone, all the kids were going to the gym, so I was doing that, and this girl I was using hand sanitizer, and she was like, "Are you supposed to be using that?" And I still remember her full name, and I was like, she's on my shit list. I will never like her ever. And for the rest of elementary school, middle school, high school, I did not like her because of that one moment. So needless to say, I need to work on being more forgiving, but not taking things so personally. That's a big thing for me. I take things very personally. And you would think, me being on YouTube for so long, like I would learn that, but you know what? I still haven't learned it. So I think this year I need to be more open, and I definitely want to be more open to different friendships. I talked about this in another video, how I felt like I didn't have any friends, which I still feel like that. I do have a few like really good friends, but I see these girls on TikTok, and they have like this really nice group of friends, and like they vacation together, and obviously I don't know their whole life, but I'm just like, I would really love to have like girlfriends that I could count on and just, you know, talk to about anything. But also, one thing I noticed is I can be really picky when it comes to what kind of friends I want to make. Like, I tell my boyfriend this all the time, like, I wish there was someone that was exactly like me, because I feel like we would get along perfectly. Or just someone that has like the same exact interests as me. I would love that. But I'm also open to being friends with someone who doesn't have the same exact interests as me, because I can, you know, learn new things and grow with them. But it's like, I'm getting older. I don't know if I'm going to meet anyone who's like that. So yeah, definitely I want to make new friends this year. But it's so hard, because it's like, how does one make friends as an adult? Like, where do you meet these people? Especially since I don't have a typical 9-to-5 job. Like, where am I gonna go out? Do I go out hunting for friends? Like, that sounds so weird. So yeah, that's another thing. That's another one of my goals, is to hopefully make some new friends this year. I do definitely have some career goals. So first and foremost, I want to be more active on YouTube. I've always said this, YouTube was definitely like my first love, and I love it so much. But with this channel, I like to put it more as a hobby, because with my old YouTube channel, I felt like I was burned so badly by it. I'm really, really scared of pursuing just YouTube again, even though I love it. So I need to get over, I think I just need to get over that fear of failure, I guess. I know it's easier said than done, but I think I need to get over that fear of failing, basically. So I have said this so many times. I want to pursue YouTube more. I definitely want to take it more, like, not that I'm not taking it seriously now, but I think I want to try to treat it more as a job now, because before I usually just treated it as a hobby. And sorry, my voice is going a little hoarse. It's because I usually don't talk this much. Well, I do, but not like this. So I want to come up with a better schedule and basically just have more realistic goals. But my goals for YouTube are to have a weekly vlog like every Sunday, and then try to have at least 1 to 2 uploads a week. That's not including the weekly vlog. But just coming up with content sometimes is a little hard for me, because I feel like with YouTube these days now, people either want to see your real life, like your whole real life, which I just don't feel comfortable doing, or they just like want to see a lot of trendy things. And I feel like I think it's easier to get popular on YouTube nowadays than it was back then, but the kind of content that you need to push out now is definitely different than what you had to do before. I feel like the girls loved get ready with me videos back in the day. They loved just makeup tutorials in general. They love reviews. And now you got to be a little bit more like innovative, or you have to show your daily life. So I think that's something I struggle with, only because like I'm a homebody. So I don't know if people really like vlogs from people that are homebodies. Let me know what you guys think, because I'm not always out doing something every single day. Like I'm either working or I'm doing nothing, and it's like I just think, do people want to watch that? But I think of what I like to watch on YouTube. I like to watch girls that go to work. It sounds so weird. I like working vlogs where they take you like to their actual job and they just put the camera on the desk. That's what I like. But you let me know what you guys think. But my goals for this year are definitely to take YouTube more seriously, definitely focus on uploading, and just have more of a set schedule. So as far as my lashes go, if you guys don't know, I'm an esthetician. I got my esthetician's license around like 2 years ago, and I am just doing lash extensions at the moment, which I do really like, but I just find that the market is just getting very oversaturated, and I feel like where I'm at, it's not my ideal clientele, because a lot of the girls want like crazy lashes, and the lashes that I like your lashes but better, or just like a little bit more dramatic. If you've ever seen my page, you kind of know what style I'm going for. I will put up the style that some girls want, and I'm just like, I don't want to do this, because 1, I don't like how it looks, and 2, it's really bad for your lashes. And the last thing I need is for some girl to say that I fucked up her natural lashes, you know? And I've gotten like a couple clients that want that really dramatic look. I even had one girl who wanted up to 23, and I'm just like, 23 millimeters, okay? I think it's millimeters, which is literally like, I swear it's like this long. Like imagine like the lash being like this long in your eye. That's what they want. And I'm like, why do you want that? So yeah, my goals for last year were to have more of like a stable clientele, or just have more consistent clients. Last year I definitely got a lot of clients, but I did have girls that didn't come back, and I just think it just has to do with either like my style doesn't really match their style, or I feel like a lot of girls that I was getting from a certain person, they wanted cheap lashes, And when they would come back to me, like they would think it was a fill, but it would actually be a full set. Like I swear they had 3 lashes left and they'd be like, okay, this is a fill-in. And I'm like, no girl, this is this is a full set, you know? And then I think I told this story before. I had one girl who didn't wash her lashes for 3 weeks. I didn't get to finish her set fully to my liking because she was like, oh, I have to go. My boyfriend's waiting for me. So I was like, okay, I'm just letting you know, like it's full, but it's not full to like my liking. She's like, that's fine. So then I send, after each new appointment, I always send them like a lash cleanser that they can get on Amazon. I make sure the lash cleanser that I send them, it comes the next day if you have Prime. And when she came back to me, I was like, oh, did you wash your lashes? Because I was like, oh, did you wash your lashes? And she's like, no. And I was thinking to myself, the last time I saw you was 3 weeks ago. So not only did you not wash your lashes, this now has to be a full set. So that was frustrating. I also forgot to mention that she ended up leaving because she didn't have enough money for a full set, only a fill. So that was a little weird. I like to do this because it gives them more of like that doll look, like they're stuck together. Like I like when they're kind of clumped together so they look like doll lashes. Yeah, so like I was saying before, I feel like I really do love what I do with my lashes, but to be honest, sometimes I get a little frustrated because I just feel like the market is so oversaturated and it's just hard for me to grow. So this year, I also need to be more, what's the word I'm looking for? More strict with my policies. I have some girls that I really, really like and that are very loyal to me, but they are always late. Like I'm talking like 20-30 minutes late, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't want to say anything because they've been coming to me for so long and they're like, you know, great business, they're great clients, but I feel bad and I feel like I can't enforce my policies, you know? So that's something that I need to work on this year, just being stricter with my policies. And I also want to increase my prices as well, but I'm a little scared to do that also because it's like I have a fear that people are going to be like, oh, you know, since her prices went up, I'll just find someone cheaper. So that's another one of my fears. And I also am like, should I just focus on YouTube full time? Should I, because I was giving my all to lashes, like, trust. I'm just like, should I put more effort into YouTube so that, you know, if lashes, God forbid, doesn't work out, that, you know, I still have something that I really like to do. So this year, I think I will definitely go harder with YouTube and just put more into it, you know? Because I really do love it. It's just sometimes it's a little bit hard, I'm not gonna lie. I got this new Dior lip glow oil. I got 2 new colors. I got raspberry and berry, and I originally wanted raspberry, but they were sold out, so I got cherry. And I just got berry and I'm obsessed with it. It's so pretty. It's like such a pretty pink. Okay, so I just did my makeup. I just used my favorite Vodana curler. You guys know I love that curler. Just put on some earrings and then just the final touches. So yeah, those are my goals for 2023 and kind of a recap on my goals from 2022. I really hope that I can stick to them and succeed with these goals, especially my YouTube goals. I just really want to upload more and just create more content and interact with you guys, because I really appreciate every single one of you that came over from my old channel as well as new subscribers. I get comments every day. They're like, oh my gosh, you have a new channel. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful for all of you. So thank you guys so much for continuing to watch. I really hope that your 2022 was good, and even if it wasn't, I hope that you were able to learn something from it. I hope for 2023, your goals or whatever you set your mind to do, I hope that you're able to achieve it. And I hope that you all have a wonderful 2023. I hope that we all can achieve our goals together and keep each other accountable. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.